My swim journey began when I was about 8 years old. I started swimming at a small swim club that was like a couple blocks from my house, and I was like, okay, I like swimming, and I liked it a lot more than I liked soccer. And so 2 years later, I quit soccer and I started swimming year round. From about then on, I continued to swim up until freshman year of college or high school, and then I went off and played water polo because I wasn't really vibing with swimming at the time. It's a common problem that a lot of swimmers have, where we kind of just burn out, and so I was like feeling that burnout, and so I continued swimming in the spring and just like was there for my high school team, and it was a very fun experience, and mainly played water polo, which obviously I stayed in the water, so I was still in swim shape. But then about like a couple months before the pandemic in 2020, I joined a new swim club that was at my high school with some of my friends, and we had a really good time. Like it was a very good club to be on, and the coach was supportive, and it reignited my love for swimming. Spent 2 years kind of there. It was COVID, so we were swimming very, very oddly, but finished up high school, and I was like, all right, well, I've gotten what I like from swimming, and I was ready to quit swimming just to go into college and focus on college. I was planning on going to a larger school, and when my dad and I were up here touring colleges, we were looking at some schools like Washington and Oregon, and I reached out to a coach here to get a tour because at that time there was no tours going on, and so we got a tour at Lewis and Clark with the coach, and I kind of fell in love with the campus. It's the most beautiful campus I've seen, and I was in love with the thought of going to a school where I could be in a class with 30 people, and also the fact that I was going to be able to go to a school where I would have a group of people that were, not assigned to me, but like the people that I was going to spend 4 years with. It was a very calming thing to know that I had a place that I was going to be at. Swimming at Lewis and Clark to me has been an excuse to get my mind off school, and an excuse to hang out with friends, and mainly it's just been a social thing. I love the sport. I'm competitive, but I'm not the most competitive person. I will I love the competition, but everything has just been like an addition to some, like, just being like a good place for me to clear my head. Swimming is super good for me just in general. My parents have noticed my whole life that I have had a hard time when I am not working out, and so swimming for the school and having that as like a release from academics has really been helpful with my focus, and over my life swimming has kind of just been like my one sturdy thing. I've always been a swimmer, so I have maintained, shape and like kind of mental fortitude through being pushed hard by coaches and teammates, and just the overall experience of swimming, because it's demanding on the body and the mind. But I think it has made me a better person. It's super exciting. Coming in, the group of us is like had the idea that we wanted this team to be, a super fun space. We had a very, very large team my freshman year, and after that it kind of like continued to go down in size, and so we got lucky that the class below us is large, and all of us were kind of motivated to make this team what we wanted it to be. So I'm really excited to go towards the end of the season where we have finally produced a team that could go top 4 in the conference, which would be higher than we've placed in a long time. And I think we're just gonna all have a lot of fun. It's gonna be our last time competitively swimming for a lot of us, and so it's just gonna be like a very, very good like culmination of our experience in college. It's gonna be the people that we started with and the people that we're ending with are basically the same people, and we just get to kind of leave our legacy on the team as kind of not really a legacy, but kind of the way that we wanted this team to act, and I think we have a pretty good chance of continuing to foster this positive team environment.